To increase your career potential, you need to improve your people skills. Because even if you're an expert in your field, you still need to know how to interact with people, which might be customers, employees, or investors. Great emotional intelligence, also called EQ, is what allows you to develop strong relationships, not only with others, but also with yourself, which is fundamental to thrive in today's society. Do you want to be able to read body language? Judge the situation with one glance and respond accordingly? Some people are able to do this because they have high EQ. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize and understand your own feelings and the feelings of others, and influence those feelings to your advantage. So what is EQ? EQ is based on 4 pillars. The first is the ability to understand your own feelings and behaviors, also called self-awareness. The second part is self-management. Self-regulation is how you control and manage yourself and your emotions, abilities, and urges. The third is social awareness. Once you know how to manage yourself, it's time to focus on how to read the emotions of others. The fourth and final element is relationship management. Understanding your actions and the behaviors of others around you will enable you to build strong and lasting relationships. So how can you improve your self-awareness? How well do you know yourself? It's important to understand your emotions, why you feel a certain way, and that includes when you're angry or annoyed. When you find yourself in a bad mood, just remember that feeling will pass with time. Whatever has put you in that bad mood can't possibly be the end of the world, right? So why overreact? The same goes with positive emotions. Here's an example. Imagine your favorite shop is having a huge sale and you might just want to run in there and grab everything. But in that moment, your excitement overpowers your emotions. You might forget to pause and actually ask yourself, do I really need these things? And weren't I just telling myself last month that I needed to save money? So remember to always consider what the consequences of your actions might be or what they might result in. Think twice before diving straight in. Let's take a look how you can improve your self-management. Good self-management is a crucial part to having high emotional intelligence. Here's an exercise you can do to improve your self-management. Find a piece of paper or a notebook. Make a straight line down the middle. The first side, you want to be focusing on your emotions and what they're telling you. On the second side, you're going to be focusing on your logical reasoning and write that down. This exercise will help you to see which list has the stronger points. I usually find that my emotions are clouding my judgment. Another great tool to better your self-management is to tell your friends and family about your goals for the future. Your family will do a lot to motivate you and help you stay on track. And your friends, they will hold you accountable, which can be a great source of motivation. You don't want to let your friends down after all, right? The third part of EQ is social awareness. Did you know that the mouth, eyes, and shoulders are communicating a lot? Here's how you can read some signs the body gives away. Start with a head-to-toe body language assessment. Look for the eyes first, as they give away more information that you might think they do. Too much blinking might indicate deception, or if a person is keeping good eye contact, it indicates that the person has high self-confidence. Let's move on to the mouth. Is the smile genuine or fake? Only authentic smiles come across as truly sympathetic. Next up, check the person's shoulders. Are they relaxed and laid back, or tight and bent forward? Shoulders can express self-confidence or shyness. Once you read the message a person's body is communicating, adapt yourself to it. If someone is angry, it's probably not a good time to bump him with questions. Wait until he's in a better mood. Another tip is to greet a person by his name. Doing so helps you come across as a warm and trustworthy person. People with high social awareness make an effort to learn people's first name because they know what an impact it will have. Just imagine for a second you were traveling and then you met this person, and then later in the evening or something, this guy or girl remembered your name. Think about how you will feel. Addressing a person by his first name will strengthen your relationship with him. The final element is relationship management. Have you ever promised to keep in touch with a friend who has moved to another city? A lot of the time, such promises are easily broken. Let's take a look at why this happens. Relationships takes a lot of time and effort to maintain, and most of us just can't commit even though we want to. But the ability to build strong relationships is a big part of emotional intelligence. So how can you build and maintain them effectively? Here's an example. You want to praise your colleague for doing a great job, but you're upset because you just fought with your girlfriend in the morning. If you look away and mumble while you try to praise your colleague, your compliments won't seem sincere. Your body language and voice just don't match the message. Another important factor is to receive feedback from people already in your life. Feedback is critical if you want to improve your relationships. Yet, it's often hard to ask for it, because who likes to be criticized anyway? We often take feedback badly or simply ignore it. Yet, if you learn how to take constructive criticism by reminding yourself that the person offering it is just really trying to help you out, you'll be surprised how it will affect your relationships in a positive way. Try to use the feedback to improve yourself. And remember to thank anyone who gives you helpful feedback. Try not to take your loved ones for granted. Show them appreciations when you see them. So the key message of this book is that you can increase your emotional intelligence, also called EQ, by focusing on understanding and controlling your own emotions and behaviors first. Then build your relationships by paying attention to the body language and addressing people in a personal way. Balance your emotions and rational thinking, and never stop trying to improve yourself through feedback. When you have high emotional intelligence, you don't just relate better to others, you'll manage yourself better too. Lastly, here's some action you can take right now. Listen actively. Actually listening to others is such an underrated thing. Just try pay serious attention when you're listening to someone. It'll give you more insights on a person's mind and show you care about his or her thought.